Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the second update / third video overall for Christina Chang's Harry Potter project pan. This is a project pan that Christina created last year, and she had done it kind of as a collaborative project pan, and this year she opened it up to any of her followers who might be interested in participating, and so I did. The last time that I filmed a video, I think there were about 100 people who were involved in this project pan, and I haven't really looked recently, but I will include the list down below in the description box. So if you like this kind of content, you can check Instagram or you can check the YouTube channels and binge the content as it comes out over the next couple of days. It started in May with our intro. It'll go until December 13th, so we have until the end of the year. Wrap it up around Christmas time. It has 4 different prompts, which I'll get into in the meat of the video, and it is a rolling project pan. So as you accomplish a goal for a product, you can move that one out and move something else back in. If you like this kind of content, please go ahead and hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you're doing any kind of project panning or if you've been successful with anything like that. With that, let's get on into the video. All right, so if you've watched any of the previous videos, you might be familiar with the prompts already, but for anyone who is new coming in, I'm going to go ahead and go through them each one by one. The first prompt is House Pride. House Pride, there are 4 houses, in case you are not familiar with Harry Potter: Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw, and they all have different colors associated with them, like teams. They also have different traits that they hold in like high regard. I'm a Gryffindor, so I picked red, this lovely little nubbin of red lipstick. This is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish by Kate in the shade 60. It is this berry color that is on my lips. My goal on this is to finish it. As you can see, I have not yet. I thought with this little nubbin of lipstick that this would be gone by now, but it turns out that in the summertime, I don't wear a lot of lipstick, or if I'm wearing it, I don't want something super red. So I've mostly been wearing it for this video, and I've been like using little bits of it to mix with other colors to kind of get some use out of it, but it's also not doing a whole lot as far as taking down the product. I've got some pictures up here for you for before and after. Also, weight-wise, last month this weighed in at 13.41 grams. This month it weighed in at 13.38 grams. I used it another 5 times over the course of the month. If we finish it, we finish it. As you can see, there's not a whole lot left, but there wasn't a whole lot left when I started. So the second prompt is Peeves. Peeves is a poltergeist who lives at Hogwarts. He was in the books, but not in the movies. He is also in Wizards Unite. I had a picture of him up here last month. I'll include that again, as long as I didn't delete it. But he's a mischief maker, causes some problems for all of the students to begin with, but ends up being pretty integral to the books. And that is kind of the theme of this particular prompt. So it is a product that maybe you didn't like very much in the beginning, but has either really grown on you because you love it, or it's become an integral part of your makeup process. For me, that product was the BH Cosmetics Zodiac Capricorn palette. I've told a story a couple of times. When they first came out with all of these, when they were going to come out one by one with each of these palettes, I was really interested in them because mainly I wanted to get the Scorpio and Sagittarius one. I am cuspy, my birthday falls in between those two. If they were going to release a palette a month in this format, I was kind of interested in collecting them all, you know, like the Pokemon mentality, gotta have them all. But then they released this one and I'm like, that was more interesting to me in my head than it was in pictures. So I didn't know if I was going to get it. I ended up getting it because if you spent a certain amount of money, you got this palette for free. And I bought a set of brushes and I got a palette. And then I never used it because I looked at it. I'm like, well, it's all brown. What do you do with brown? I have been thoroughly enjoying this. This has definitely become part of my my integral process. So that's the story on that palette. My goal for this product was to use it 40 times. In the last month, I have used it 18 times. I'm really giving this one a go. The month before that was 11, so we're at 29 times out of 40. I am very hopeful that by the time that we talk next, I will have accomplished my goal on this. And again, I'm still really bad at my tallies, so if you have any advice on do you keep a notebook? Do you keep it in a spreadsheet? What is it that you do? Please let me know because I'm really bad at it. Also, I don't know what it is with the eyeshadow palette, but I'm going to include the weight up here. Last month, this palette weighed in at 137.8 grams. This month, it weighed in at 137.9 grams. So I don't know if it's humidity or what is going on with this palette, but it has gone up 0.1. None of my other products have gone up. I don't know what it is about it, but I do know that I use it really, really frequently. So I'm not going to stress over it too much, and my goal on this is not a weight goal, thank goodness. So we're just going to say that it is what it is. I don't know. Not throwing it. I like this. The next prompt is Mrs. Weasley's Christmas sweaters. I'm so annoyed at this prompt, mainly because I spent I spent a portion of my video last month trying to remember the names of all the children, and I eventually thought I got there, and then my brother's like, you forgot Percy. Which I did, and that made me mad. So, here's a list of the Weasleys, and Mrs. Weasley, who is the everyone's mom character of the book, knits a sweater for all of her family members, as well as for Harry, because he does not have family of his own. And that Christmas sweater is supposed to be kind of a symbol of love and coziness and all of those wonderful things that you get from being taken in by, by friends as family. It's hard to get in a makeup product, I think. I get that more from blankets and sweaters and old sweatshirts and stuff. But the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer has this beautiful beachy smell. The beach is my happy place, so that kind of does it for me a little bit. This pan is expanding month by month. I'm pretty excited about it. If you don't know already, this is just stainage. There's no product there. But we're making some really, really nice headway in this. And especially after last month, I discovered that this is actually not dark enough to do much for me as a bronzer, so I've been using it in my eyes. And using it as kind of doing a little bit of a dusting, but it doesn't show up super well on me anymore. So last month this weighed in at 54.02 grams. This month it weighs in at 53.52. My goal on this is to finish it, so we might be able to do it. There's a lot of product. There is a lot of product in there. But again, this pan is growing every single month, so we'll see where we get. We'll see where we get. Last but not least, the final prompt is extendable ears. The extendable ears were created by George and Fred Weasley, the twins, who ended up opening their own joke shop. The idea being that they were ears on long strings, kind of, that were enchanted, that you could hear what people were speaking about rooms away as long as the ears could reach. And the idea behind this particular prompt is something that I purchased based on the hype, more or less on YouTube, I guess. And as I discussed in that particular, in my intro video, this could apply to many, many things in my makeup collection. But for this, I chose the ColourPop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek Highlighter. And I'm really excited to show you this. Can you see it? There's pan. So that means that I've hit my first goal of the Harry Potter project pan. I'll include close-ups here for you so you can see. But between using this in my inner corner, using it as an eyebrow highlight, and using it on my cheeks, I have managed to hit my first goal. So that's really exciting. What that means, though, is now I have to put a new product in. And I don't want to do another eyeshadow palette because I'm trying to get to my goal on the other one. And most of the things that I bought are eyeshadows. And I don't want to do another lip. Most of the things that I buy are eyeshadow palettes and lips. And I've already got both of those things in this project already. So I made the choice to go with a mascara. This looks very loved already. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This was supposed to be a dupe for the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara that I tried once, totally fell in love with, but then didn't want to spend the money on it. And a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, like Jessica Braun at the time, would talk about this, and I would just see a lot of people using this. So when I found this for like $4.99 or whatever it was, I made the decision to buy this. This is gonna, whether I finish this or not, this is probably moving out of my collection in the next 3 months because it's been opened already. I've been using it for several months, and I just want to make sure that I continue to use it until it is no longer usable. And I don't like to open multiple mascaras at the same time. So my hope here is that shortly I will be able to finish this. I will be able to use up my Zodiac Capricorn, or hit my goal on my Zodiac Capricorn palette, and then replace this with another eyeshadow palette. That's kind of what I'm hoping will happen here. So this month it's entering at 25.08 grams. Again, I don't really know how long it's going to last. It's been opened. It seems to be holding up pretty well. I don't think the formula is changing much at all. It's a little bit clumpy on the end. Well, you can really see it. It's a little clumpy on the end there. It holds up on my eyelashes pretty well so far. So we're not going to worry too much about that. All right, so that's my pretty quick update for my Harry Potter project pan. I look forward to seeing you next month, hopefully showing some more progress, hopefully finishing up with this eyeshadow palette, because as much as I've grown to like it, I'm getting a little bit bored. So there's that. I think 40 is a lot of times to use a palette, but I mean, I guess I'm using it. But we digress. Not very funny today. I'm sorry that my outtakes are not going to be super fun. This was too quick of an update. Not enough is going wrong. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Guys, I'm getting better at being a YouTuber. I'm remembering to say these things. Isn't it exciting? Maybe not so much. In any case, I will be back around the 13th of next month to give you a further update and let you know how it's all going. I'll see you next time. Bye. Some makeup ASMR for Eileen. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. Well, that was your random ASMR break. My nails are just getting long enough to be able to do tappy things again. Which was created and, no, Gina, why can't you do this? You can never do the intro. I haven't checked it recently, but I will link it on down below. That is not going to be okay. The Zodiac Cap... Pumpkin, will you close the bedroom door for me?
This one, yes.
Thank you.
Did I ruin your video?
Not ruin. It's going to be in the outtakes, though.
What, me flushing the toilet?
Unless you really prefer it not to be. It's totally going in the outtakes. Our first prompt. Or our second prompt. Or our first prompt. I don't know. The prompt that typically comes before this, but I did them in the wrong order. So, the first prompt is House Pride. But maybe the second prompt is House Pride. So I don't know why I'm swatching it, because you can see, I don't know why I swatched it there either. My goal on this is to finish. We already did the ASMR portion of the video, Gina. We don't need to do it again.